Everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at NIO. What a proud moment for NIO. Happy New Year's to everyone. This is the 1st of January 2025. NIO, ladies and gents, have done a wonderful job in 2024. 2025 will be even greater. Are you ready for 300,000 deliveries this year? Now, in the month of December, NIO delivered 31,000 vehicles, 138. By the way, that's a 72.9% increase year over year compared to 2023 December deliveries. Felt like a long time ago, but it really wasn't that long ago. Now, this is 72,689 vehicles delivered in the 3 months ending December 2024. So in Q4 2024, they delivered 72,000 vehicles. So what will they accomplish in Q4 this year, 2025? Could they accomplish 100,000 vehicles? Absolutely. They won't just be delivering NIO vehicles anymore, Onvo and Firefly. NIO is now a 3-brand company, 3 brands. You know, they're not just a 1-brand company anymore with multiple vehicles. They have NIO, which has multiple vehicles. They have Onvo with the L60. They have Firefly with the first Firefly vehicle that will start delivering fairly soon in this year, 2025. Now, in terms of the Q4 growth, last year, 2024, literally yesterday, that was a 45% year-over-year growth. Incredible job by NIO and their team and their leadership. I don't understand why this company gets criticized so much. People criticize it so much. And I'm like, do you not understand how well they're performing in terms of deliveries and launching new brands? Honestly, for the people who complain about NIO, but they say they're fans of NIO, I don't think you're really fans. I don't think you're really supporters. I think you are mistaken. Because this company is doing incredibly well. And I think people are upset that the stock isn't doing so well. But what it really comes down to is that you bought the stock at a really high price, and now you're crying because the stock price is like $6. Well, you should have just waited to buy it at $6 or $5. But I get it. 2022, 2023 was unpredictable. Who knew the stock price would go from $20 to $5? Who knew it would go from $30 to $5? Who knew it would go from $40 to $5? Who knew? But you always invest at your own risk. Don't blame the company. What has happened to the EV market hasn't just happened to NIO. It's happened to a lot of other EV stocks, not just NIO. And because NIO is a Chinese brand, the politics around NIO, there's a lot of things working against NIO. So do not be surprised that the stock price isn't doing particularly well. The company is doing great. That's what we should focus on. Now, the total delivery in 2024, the entire year, over 221,000, almost 222,000 vehicles delivered. That's incredible. That is a 38.7% year-over-year growth. That's almost 40% year-over-year growth. How can you say this company isn't doing well? Now, cumulative deliveries of all time, NIO's delivered over 671,000 vehicles. We're getting close. We are getting close to that 1 million mark of NIO vehicles in the world. Not just NIO vehicles, but this will include Onvo and Firefly also. The company delivered 31,138 vehicles in December 2024, a new monthly record, representing an increase of 72.9%. That is wild. The deliveries consist of 20,610 vehicles from the company's premium smart electric vehicle brand, NIO, and 10,528 vehicles from the company's family-oriented smart vehicle brand, Onvo. The company delivered 72,000 vehicles in the fourth quarter of 2024, a record-breaking quarter, representing an increase of 45% year-over-year growth. So you see, taking into context all of this, it includes Onvo vehicles also. So when Firefly begins to be delivered, NIO will take into account Firefly deliveries also. Now, at NIO Day 2024, the NIO ET9, our smart electric exclusive flagship, was officially launched. The ET9 integrates NIO's full-stack technology capabilities across 12 areas, offering flagship experience to users in design, space, comfort, audio, intelligent system, assisted and intelligent driving, safety, powertrain, and overall driving and riding performance. Deliveries of the ET9 are expected to commence in March 2025. We're so close. During the event, Firefly, our small, smart, high-end car brand was officially launched. Built upon NIO's expertise in research and development, design capabilities, safety standards, and intelligent technology, Firefly embodies the brand's DNA of being vivid, thoughtful, and solid, inspired by the spirit of freedom to glow. Firefly aims to provide global users with a vivid driving experience and a thoughtful design. Solid living space. The official launch of the Firefly model is expected in April 2025. So the ET9 is starting in March. The Firefly vehicle is starting in April. And Envu has already started and is just going to continue to grow. By March, I think they're expecting 20,000 deliveries per month. And that's just for Envo L60. That's crazy. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. NIO is propelling, and there's nothing that's going to slow them down except for those damn tariffs. Yes, the politics is definitely getting in the way, but you know what? Nevertheless, they're not slowing down. They're continuing forward. I want to give you an idea of how well NIO has done throughout the year 2024. This is a chart. This is the NIO chart. You know, just tracking their deliveries, comparing to 2023 and 2024. The lighter color is for 2023. The darker color is for 2024. You can see at the start of the year, it was a little bit uncertain, but I tried to tell everyone, I was like, listen, trust the process. Just calm down. I try to tell everyone, I was like, listen, they're going to start slow, but they're going to hit a strategic moment where the consistency will be exponential. And I think this happened particularly around May, but really and truly, this started around February. You could say it started in late 2023, but they did infrastructure development. And this infrastructure development was simply to improve their efficiency, producing vehicles more efficiently and selling vehicles more efficiently, producing vehicles at a lower cost and selling vehicles at the same price or a greater price, increasing your margin growth. I try to explain this to people. They're going to have a slow start to the year, but do not let that affect your long-term thinking of NIO. They're going to get to a moment when they hit efficiency for the entire year. And around May, this occurred with over 20,000 deliveries. And once they did that, 20,000 deliveries from May, it has never been below 20,000. Now, when you consider NIO Vehicles as a company, this also includes the Envo vehicles, I believe in November and October, I believe their deliveries started. So I believe in November and October, it might have been 5,000 and then 10,000 in December. So it just kept on climbing, and they're hoping to hit 20,000 on a monthly basis by March this year. So once again, what's going to happen in January and February this year? Are we expecting a slow start? Honestly, do not expect anything else. If NIO starts this year, 2025, at a slow start, that's a good thing. I know that's a good thing for me because they're going to start slow, but they're looking for ways to improve their efficiency. And by the sound of it, they've already done that. They're just putting it all into action now because they knew that they were going to be introducing not just cheaper models for Envo and Firefly, but also the NIO vehicles themselves are constantly being updated to be built more efficiently. So the company, the factories need to be able to keep up with this standard. So I think they've already implemented these strategical investments, these strategical means of producing vehicles that are more efficient in costs and expenses. Because like I said, they cannot just wait until they introduce Firefly and Envo vehicles. They have to do that before that. And they've done that based on my thinking. They've done that. And now they're at the point where we're looking at anywhere from 300 to 350,000 vehicles being delivered this year in 2025, if not 400,000 vehicles. Because just think about how well Envo vehicles are going to be sold. Think about how well Firefly vehicles are going to be sold. So as an overall umbrella, as a company, 350, 400,000 vehicles possible this year, definitely. Because it's no longer just NIO vehicles. It's three companies now. It is three companies. So this is exciting. Like I said, from May, continuously, they've been above 20,000 vehicles delivered. And I think they did that on purpose. They wanted to show something. They wanted to show it something. And this is something that a lot of investors are not taking They're not taking notice. They're not fully appreciating how that's possible, how NIO is possible to deliver over 20,000 vehicles consecutively from May to December. And going forward, they will continue to deliver over 20,000 vehicles on a monthly basis, even in the month of January and February. So yes, the January and February this year, it might be a slow start. It might be around 20,000, 22,000, 25,000. That's a slow start for NIO because March, they're hoping to deliver 20,000 for Unvo alone. So how much will they be delivering for NIO? Are we expecting 15,000 for NIO? 20,000 for NIO also? Who knows? So this is what I mean, now 30,000 vehicles is really the next benchmark. When they start delivering 30,000 vehicles consecutively for months, that's going to happen this year. When this year will it happen? I have no idea. But they said something big and proud last year. They said we can deliver over 20,000 vehicles consecutively, continuously. And they said we will be consistent at that. We will consistently deliver over 20,000 vehicles. Why is it so impressive? Because 2023 was not consistent. Look at the chart for 2023. In January, was at 8,000. February, 12,000. Okay, but then March, it went back down to 10,000. April, 6,000. May, 6,000. And at this point, people were really, just going at NIO. They were not holding back. They're basically saying this company is destined to fail. It'll never succeed. It'll never be like Tesla. They're basically saying NIO would never do what they've done in 2024. And they did it in 2024. But people had doubts. And then June, 10,000. July, 20,000. And then people started saying, wait a minute. And then it went back down to 9,000, 15,000, 16,000, 15,000, 18,000. So you can see how inconsistent that year was. But 2024 was very consistent. Let's just start from February. 8,000, 11,000. Almost 12,000 in March, 15,000, almost 16,000 in April, 20,000 in May, 21,000 in June, 20,000 in July, 20,000 in August, 20,000 in September, 21,000 in September, 20,000 in October, almost 21,000 again, 20,000 in November, 31,000 in December. Consistency is key. One thing I will end on is that in the month of December, NIO delivered over 20,000 vehicles from NIO alone. This didn't include Unvo numbers, just NIO. And from Unvo, they delivered around 10,000. So what do you think that means for March? March this year, when they plan to deliver 20,000 for Unvo. I think they could also deliver 20,000 for NIO as well. And then Firefly is next. Oh my goodness. So we're going to get to a moment where NIO is delivering over 50,000 vehicles for all three brands. And that might happen this year in 2025. At some point this year in 2025, NIO, Unvo, Firefly, they might deliver a total of 50,000 vehicles in 1 month at a new record for all three companies. Thank you for watching this video. This is where we end it. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you in our next video. Peace.